I'm gonna be making some delicious tortitas de papa con atún. Now these are fried potato and tuna patties. This is my go-to meal when I'm pressed for time or I just don't want to fuss too much in the kitchen. I know you're gonna love this recipe because it's easy. Today, I'm gonna show you how I make it, step by step. Let's get started. So I'm gonna start out by preparing my potatoes. I have 3 potatoes in here. These are russet, and they're about medium size. I have them in water so they don't turn dark. So I'm gonna cut them into nice big cubes. See, this size is good right here. Now you can use any kind of potato that you want. Russet potatoes always work for me, but just use your favorite. So I'm ready to boil my potatoes. I'm gonna be using the small Dutch oven right here. I'm gonna set my heat on high, and I'm gonna salt my water, and I'm gonna put my potatoes in here. Now I'm gonna bring them up to a boil. As soon as it starts to boil, I'm gonna lower the temperature to a medium-low, and I'm gonna let them cook until they're nice and tender, just like this. So my potatoes are ready. I'm gonna turn off the heat. Now you know your potatoes are ready when you can poke them with a knife like this, and you can poke them real easy. Now I'm gonna drain these. And now I'm gonna put them right here on this cookie sheet. And I'm gonna spread them out. And I'm gonna let them cool down for about 15 minutes before I move on to the next step. So my potatoes are nice and cool. I'm gonna put them into this big bowl right here. Now I'm gonna give them just a rough mash with a fork, like this. See, look at this. Now I've got some chopped onions right here. This is about 1/3 of a cup. I'm gonna add them in here. I have 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder. Now you wanna season well. You don't wanna just work with salt and pepper. I've got 1 teaspoon of onion powder. I'm gonna add some salt. You can add as much as you want. Now you know potatoes love salt, but you don't wanna overdo it. I think that's good. I've got some freshly chopped parsley. This will also give it beautiful color. See, you like those green little specks in there? Now I have 1 beaten egg. This is a large egg. I'm gonna beat it, and I'm gonna add it in here. This is gonna be the glue that's gonna put our patties together. Now I'm gonna add my tuna. I have 4 ounces of light tuna in here. So I'm gonna bring it all in together like this. Now I'm gonna add my breadcrumbs. I've got panko breadcrumbs right here. You can use your favorite breadcrumbs. And I usually add them at the very end because this will give me an idea as to how much exactly I need to add. If I were to add them in the beginning and dump them in here, then it might be too much. I'm gonna add a little more. So I'm ready to make my patties. I've got a little oil right here on this plate. I'm gonna oil my hands like this, and I'm gonna start making my patties. Now you don't want real big patties, but you can make them any size that you want. Now the oil just makes them nice and slick. Very easy to work with, see? See how nice and slick they are, real smooth, and you can make them real pretty. I like pretty potato and tuna patties. See how pretty this patty is? I'm gonna set this patty right here on this cookie sheet. And I'm gonna make another one. Now you wanna make sure that you oil your hands a little bit because that helps. See, that was enough oil to make a second patty. Look at how pretty this one is too. So I'm gonna lay them right here on this cookie sheet, and I'm gonna continue going until I have them all ready. So this is my last one. So I was able to make 15. Now we can go to the stove. Now I'm ready to fry my potato and tuna patties. My oil is nice and hot. I've got just a little bit of the potato mixture, and I'm gonna put it in there. You see how it's bubbling real pretty? That's how you know when your oil is ready and nice and hot. Now I'm gonna put my patties in here one at a time, very carefully. See? Now you don't want a lot of oil in here. Now you can see the color right at the edge. When you see them nice and gold, then you know it's time to flip them over. So I'm starting to see the edge, and it's getting nice and golden. So I'm gonna flip them over. Ooh, look at how pretty these look. And I'll give them a few more minutes until the other side gets nice and gold. Look at that. See how pretty they look? And I'm gonna continue the process. So I've got all my delicious potato and tuna patties ready. Oh man, my tortitas de papa con atún. Delicious. Now remember this wonderful cucumber, avocado, and tomato salad? We're gonna have it again. It's that good. And now it's time for the taste test. Now you can side this with anything that you want, but they're perfect, just like this. Simple and delicious. Look at this. Mmm. Mmm. Out of this world, delicious. Hits the spot all the time. So these are my tortitas de papa con atún, or my tuna and potato patties. If you like my video, give me a thumbs up, send me a comment and tell me what you think. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. Thank you.